I keep seeing all these ramen hacks, right, on YouTube and TikTok. And let me tell you right now, I don't care too much for it because they overcomplicate things. Let me show you how simple a hack can be, okay? Start off with this. Very simple shin black ramen. Any other ramen will do, but this is my choice one. You're going to want a peanut butter of some kind. Extra smooth is fine, but extra crunchy is my favorite because you get little peanuts at the end. Now, your peanut butter breakdancing is entirely optional, but I love it just for the fun of it. Anyway, let's get a spoonful of this. See right here? You're going to see how crunchy it is too, right? Let's give it a little taste test. Why not? Looks delicious. It's a little too thick, but it'll work for this. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's just ramen. You don't need to be fancy. Wrong. Bring out the princess house. Get the fancy bougie one. Hey, come on. Come on, focus. Not you, the camera. Actually, you. And just put the dry noodles right at the bottom. Why not? Who cares? We're going to add the water in later anyway, okay? But make sure that all the noodles get out because you're broke. And quite frankly, you can't afford to miss any single noodle. Anyway, sneeze in the powder. All of it matters, right? Everything the little packet comes with, bring them in there anyway. We're not reinventing the wheel, okay? We're simply giving it a new coat of paint. I don't know what that means, but it sounds smart. Anyway, remember the peanut butter from earlier? Don't forget it. You're going to want to put it on top. And if it won't come off, slam it a few times. You can see me laughing with the spoon right now. Look, peanut butter is a lot like your children. Sometimes they just don't want to behave the way you want them to, okay? Anecdotes aside, fill it with water. Not too high, not too low. You're going to want it about just above the noodles, okay? And you want it boiling. Of course, a watch pot never boils, so let's skip this scene and look in another direction. Now hold the phone. Why did I just do that? Pause. This prevents rotting eggs from ruining your dish. That's why. Another piece of advice I have these skewers so I don't have to get dishes dirty, right? I've used a single dish so far, right? You've noticed that. This, of course, we're going to use to stir the noodles as they are boiling. And, of course, you want them to be ideally a bit softer. I've sped things up here because it took a bit of time. And as you could see, the peanut butter is now beginning to soften and dissolve into the boiling water. Now, I want to bring up something right here, okay? You'll notice I gave it a bit of time, but at some point, I begin stirring and spinning it, and I never stop. Here, at this point, it starts falling apart, and keep going. At this point, keep going, because you're going to put in the egg, and you're going to keep spinning it, and you don't want that egg to congeal on the bottom of the pan. Let me tell you right now, you can burn eggs even in water. You don't want that. You want that egg distribution all around the soup. It gives it a nice, thicker texture. Along with the peanut butter, they both kind of blend in a very delicious, viscous, I don't know how to explain it. Honestly, this thing I highly recommend just doing it on your own. And at this point, it's done, so slow it down a bit. At this point, however, I do differentiate from the norm. At this point, you can serve it and it's already done. I, however, like them a little overdone. I like to heat it up a lot more. I like the noodles extra soft so that they thicken up nice in the broth. That part is, of course, optional. This part, a lot of people disagree with me on that. I lied about one plate. Here's the bowl. Anyway, pour it in carefully, and you'll see the egg has mostly fallen apart. I do like the yolk a little thick and just kind of whole. This is my favorite part. Admire your work. It's delicious, it's beautiful, it's steamy and nice and hot. It's ramen. But, you guys know me. You know me well. Cheese. Now, of course, some people don't like cheese, and it's optional to put it in there, but no, it ain't! This is a meat weed recipe. Did you honestly expect no cheese? Anyway, stir it in. And after you're done stirring, give it a bit of cooling time, and then taste test. It's ramen. I mean, I also brought a sandwich if you guys didn't like the ramen. And a huge shout out to all of my patrons, every single one of you. I could not do this without every last one of your support. Thank you. So, why did I make